Sicilian is one of the most frequently seen openings, and now I'm going to show you a trap in order to win very fast. And you can start the game with e4, and after c5 you can develop your knight on f3, d6, and this is a heavy theoretical line, and I suggest not to go immediately there in the most popular and most theoretical lines, but you can choose here the c3, the Alapin variation. The idea is to put the pawn on d4 and then continue developing normally your pieces, castling sword, etc. It's obvious for black to play the knight on c6. This is very nice because he's fighting for the central squares, and now we have d4. And usually black here don't like to capture immediately, because after this exchange then we can develop freely the knight on c3, develop the bishop, castling sword, and everything is just fine, right? And black might think to put some pressure, because in Sicilian he would like to attack you, and for that reason he might play that move, bishop to g4, and this looks very nice move because it pins the knight, and now black increase the pressure against d4, and now you have a stunning move, a fantastic move to continue the game, and this move is d5, attacking the knight. And the black player could think here, okay, what you are doing, this is a wrong move, because I can play my knight on e5, and now your knight is pinned here, I'm going to capture the knight, double your pawns, harm your development, etc. But already he fell into the trap. What are you going to do now with white? It's white's to move, and he is winning. And the best move here is to capture the knight, sacrificing the queen, because if you just capture the queen, then you can deliver this deadly check on b5. Look at that diagonal a4, e8. It's open and you give a check here. The only way to block that check is queen d7. But the problems doesn't end here, because you are going to capture the queen, regaining your piece. This is a check. The king has to go on d8. This is the only move. And now you are going to give a check on f7, and this is a double attack because you are attacking the king and the rook. He will capture here the bishop, and what are you going to do now with white? Of course you should capture not the rook immediately, you should capture the bishop first, because capturing the bishop, the rook on a8 is under attack, you are going to win more and more material. For example, after that you will capture the rook, and now you are a rook, a knight, and a pawn up, and definitely you can win the game. For that reason you can trap your opponents with this system, e4, c5, knight f3, d6, and now I suggest you the move c3, and after knight to c6 you can play d4, claiming the central advantage, and after bishop to g4 you have this very nice move d5, and by playing knight to e5 you fell into the trap, because you can play knight takes e5 and your opponent might resign here. I hope you enjoyed that video, and see you soon. All the best.